The commuter life, the student commuter life. Everyone sees the campus life, the dorms, the late night study sessions, and the spontaneous hangouts. But they don't see the 5 a.m. alarms, they don't see the train delays, they don't see going to class, straight to work, or straight to the gym, or sometimes both, and then go home, do homework late at night, and you have to do everything all over again the next day. And in this podcast, this is what I'm mainly going to be focusing on, mainly talking about. If you're building something while balancing everything, this is for you. Hey, I'm Christian. I'm a commuter student at the Catholic University of America, trying my hardest to balance school, work, and be involved in leadership roles. I try to stay in shape for the most part. I'm chasing the long-term goals in business and finance right now, but obviously I have my bits here and there, and it's not easy balancing all of this. It's structured for the most part. I have everything organized, but it is tiring. Is all I could say. It's it could get complicated at times. Some things might not go well for me, and that makes me push back something or makes me have to cancel something completely. And it could get lonely sometimes, um, and that's part of the process. But it has its pros and cons. But I wanted to start this podcast because I know I'm not the only one living like this. I'm sure that there are many students across the globe, honestly, who live and experience these same type of things. So I wanted to share my experiences and let others share theirs. So to start off, let me just walk you through what a typical day in my life would be. So I my alarm goes off early in the morning. Depending on which day it is, it either ranges from 7 to 8. I sometimes wake up at 7 in the morning. Sometimes I wake up at 8 in the morning, depending on which class I have. Um, I then have to get dressed, brush my teeth, eat cereal, eat breakfast, and after all that, I drive to the train station. Sometimes there could be a bit of traffic, which holds me there. The the metro's not too far from where I live, but you just never know during these busy mornings. So the commute to the metro station is about 20 to 50 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes, depending how bad traffic is. But for the most part, 15 to 20. I get there, I park my car in the garage, and I go to the metro station. And the commute from my metro station to the campus metro station, it takes almost an hour, depending if the metro is going fast, if there's delays. But on a normal day, it takes about an hour. So it's a pretty long commute. I like to do homework on the metro. I have time. Usually, I have the space as well. So I decided to take advantage of that full hour instead of just sitting around and doing nothing. So I go through all that. I then get to classes. Um, Sometimes it's back to back, but for the most part, I have a almost a 3.5 hour gap in between my classes. The only days I don't are Wednesdays and Fridays. Fridays I just have one class. Wednesday I have a bit of more packed schedule, so it's more back-to-back classes. And so for the most part, I'm either doing work and I'm just or in class. I take advantage of these 3 hours as well to catch up on all my homework, study, do whatever I need to do. So at least by the time I'm out of school, I'll be in a somewhat good place with my coursework. And I after class I go to back to the metro, and depending on if I have work, what time it is, um, or if I just want to hit the gym, I'll pick between either going home studying if I need to catch up on more work, go to work if I still have to, and go to the gym if neither of them are the case. So, and I usually get back home for the most part 6:36. So that's also a bit of a commute that holds me back. And if I have work, I sometimes just go straight to work and stay there till 10 p.m. or however long they have me there. And I usually, if I'm going to the gym, I'm just gonna go home, grab a quick bite, and head straight to the gym. And if it's none of those, I just go home and I go straight to studying. And after, especially after work, I'm very tired. The gym, I get very tired. So after all those things, um, I try to do my best to accomplish everything that I need to for that day. And if I do, it usually takes me up, all night trying to finish everything. So I finish by at least 11, 12, and I just head to bed straight there. It's a very, I would say, organized schedule from everything that I have. But one of the biggest cons with this is that it is very hard to mix social life with my life. It's my schedule is already jam packed as is. So I try my best to hang out with friends when I can. If I don't have work one day, my friend wants to hang out, I'll skip the gym here and there just to go hang out with them. It's I have very little time for socializing, so I try to take every opportunity that I can to socialize. So it's not easy, but it's very doable. Is what it is. It's very doable. I'd say that um, the hardest part about compacting all of this and having this huge schedule on my plate is sort of feeling outside of everything. I'm just observing more than being, I guess is what it is. Especially if I have work, um, I'd miss out on like a family dinner. We usually have like a family dinner every night, and I usually look forward to it. Um, I always look forward to it, but it's obviously very hard with this schedule. Um, I'm always working on weekends too, so it's I'm always kind of on the clock. So especially during weekends when I have events that my friends are hosting or things my parents want to do with me and the family, um, I have to miss those things, and it's very hard a lot of the times to miss those things. Obviously, I want to be there with everybody. I want to have fun. I want to do everything, but a lot of stuff just kind of holds me back from it, and it's a give and take. I'd say it is. It's a give and take. I do tend to think about, how it would be if I just, let's say, didn't work or just didn't go to the gym. I would have way more free time, but I also want to have my own priorities and make sure I'm fulfilling everything I want to fulfill. Um, so it's really hard. It's not much flexibility in my end. There's also a bit of pressure for myself. I'm working, I'm studying, I'm trying to do my best to stand out and make a name for myself, try to be the best that I humanly possibly can be. And it's a lot of pressure because I don't know if I should choose, going out with friends, staying home for the gym just so I can hang out with family. I do that here and there, but obviously not a constant thing. And obviously I would want it to be because I just, I love hanging out. It's one of my pleasures in life, but I wanna make the best name for myself. I'm trying to build the best version of myself, and it makes me feel behind on a lot of things. But I soon realize is that I'm not behind. I'm just in my own path, and I'm still finding my way through everything. And it's just a little difficult time for me right now. But obviously, nothing's forever, so I'm gonna easily get through this. And I believe everyone can with this mindset and just being resilient is all. I really believe commuter students who work part time have an invisible advantage, is what I would say. You learn to manage your energy, not put everything into school or the gym or whatever it could be. You learn to really manage your energy, learn where your energy should go, where it shouldn't go. I feel like that's one of the best pros that I've seen come out of this. Um, I've seen what I'm supposed to prioritize. If I see that I haven't been hanging out with family, with friends much, I skip certain things occasionally just so I can do that. So it helps me prioritize what I really need and what I really don't need. I'm not supposed to be going out so much, so I'll go do a bit of work, or I'll go hit the gym, or I'll go study. So it really teaches me to prioritize how to sacrifice short-term comfort is, I think, another great pro that came out of this. You really learn that short-term comfort is really not ideal in most cases, and it just holds you back a bit behind more and more as you accumulate the short-term comfort. But with this commuter life, you could say, is that you learn to just take all that away, like leave it out your mind. It's not worth your time. And this life has also just has taught me how to be focused and operate no matter how tired I am. And me personally, I don't drink caffeine in the sense that most would. It's I only drink caffeine um, for the gym, because I believe that's when I'm most tired, and I genuinely cannot have a full complete workout without a bit of caffeine in me, because I'm already just so tired. I just want to go home, but I know what I got to do, so that's the only occasions I drink coffee. But in any other case, I would pass on it. I try my hardest not to. Obviously, I'll drink like an energy drink or a coffee here and there if I really, really, really need it. But other than that, I, for the most part, don't touch it. And I feel like that's all real world preparation. It's really about balancing work and your own life. And I feel like that's what the real world holds for me. So I'm honestly just preparing and making sure that I am ready for anything that comes my way when I'm out there.